And John Perrine says just follow this simple advice.
Just simply don't drive like a knucklehead. When you get out and you have to get out and drive in this stuff, keep safety in forefront of your mind and be respectful of other drivers.
He says you need to leave early to reach your destination, slow down, and watch out for snowplow drivers who are trying to clear the streets. The FBI investigating the death of Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay, according to the Washington Post. They report that the FBI is looking into a recovery doctor in California who's accused of prescribing painkillers and ketamine to Irsay before he died. The Post says this doctor was treating Irsay at the time of his death and signed his death certificate by declaring that Irsay died due to cardiac arrest caused by pneumonia and heart issues. $2.86 a gallon is the Indiana gas average today, according to AAA. And the Notre Dame women's basketball team picked up a conference win Thursday night. Lynn Clark reports.
The Irish snapped a two-game losing streak with a come-from-behind 74-66 victory over Miami. With the win, Notre Dame improves to 13-6 overall and 5-3 in ACC play. Hannah Hidalgo led 4 Irish players in double-figure scoring with 27 as the Irish took a lead late in the fourth quarter after trailing by as many as 12 points in the game. Notre Dame is back in action this Sunday when they host Clemson. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. Your traffic and weather next. It's 6:04.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. Well, it's time for our question and answer show for January, and we have many great questions to answer this month. We have one about how to save properly for retirement, another about a complicated estate planning case, and one about how to report a QCD. Find out the answer to these questions and many more on the Retirement Money Matters Show, which airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
Lose weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss at 5:30 p.m., stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m., stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
All right, watch those ramps and bridges here today. They could be slick. Outside of that, no business on the interstates here at the moment. We're looking good at moving up to speed. I check out southbound 69 from Fishers. Good to go from State Road 37 to 465, about a 4-minute travel time. And no sweat going out to the airport here this morning. On westbound 70 from downtown Meridian out to the airport collector with the Ronald Reagan Parkway to Ameriplex. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com with over 100 online casino-style games. Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist, tell us about this unbelievably stupid storm.
It's going to be rough. Let me start with the alerts first, Tony. Cold weather advisory now in effect until Saturday morning. For the entire state, that means wind chills 10 to 20 below zero through the duration of the day today through tomorrow morning. That's item number one. Winter storm warnings will kick into effect starting at noon tomorrow for all of central Indiana, and that's going to continue through all of day on Sunday as well. Today we're partly cloudy, bitter cold. We've already hit our high. Numbers will be in the single digits, and again, those wind chills 10 to 20 below zero. Tonight, partly cloudy. We're still quiet, a low down to 3. Saturday, cloudy in the morning. If you need to get stuff done in the morning, you're fine. Snow showers arrive by the afternoon. They start to pick up some steam later into the afternoon and evening. A high of 13. That's the first wave. The second wave will be more significant, and that comes in after midnight Saturday night through Sunday morning. Heavy snowfall throughout the morning and early afternoon. We're thinking 7 to 10 inches of snowfall accumulation before the snow winds down by Sunday night, a high of 16. And then we stay cold back to work Monday, partly cloudy, and highs only into the low teens.
So this storm has moved up a little bit. Our totals have increased, and we have some more announcements from the National Weather Service that will come today that could add to that, or do we think this is where it's at?
I think this is where it's at. The storm is now officially on land. It's in southwestern parts of the United States. And so, now a lot of the high resolution projections are coming on board. We're getting a kind of clear picture to tighten it up. But yes, it has had a significant jog to the north over the last 2 to 3 days, to where we're going to get, a pretty good thump of snow. The heaviest accumulations are still bordering the Ohio River. I think parts of southern Indiana and northern Kentucky could get to that foot mark or higher. And then it's going to be kind of an ice storm event south of there. So massive winter storm. I mean, this thing, you've got warnings, Tony, from eastern New Mexico to eventually it'll be up through New England. Just so many states in a large part of the country that's going to be dealing with this system.
Should your snowblower be gas, electric, or cordless?
I mean, all of them are fine. I think the gas powered is the ones that kind of like really can get into it, right? If you got the other ones, like electric, you're probably going to have to go out multiple times with this one, especially when you get into the heart of this Sunday morning. Snowfall rates are going to be pretty impressive, and it's going to fall pretty quickly and accumulate pretty quickly. On top of that, it's going to be really cold, so everything's going to stick immediately. If there's any good news about any of it, Tony, is because we're cold, it's that fine powdery snow. It's not the wet, sloppy, heavy snow that's kind of sometimes tough to shovel, tough to plow. So it should be a little bit easier in that regard if there's any good news.
Oh, okay, yeah, you don't have to tell me about the weather anymore. This snowblower, do I need the single stage or do I need the 2-stage?
Ooh, I'm not that fancy, so I don't know.
Listen, Marcus, do you want your man card or not? Single stage or 2-stage?
Let's just go with the 2-stage.
Let's go with the 2-stage. You always go with the 2-stage.
That's right.
That's right. The ladies now always go with the 2-stage.
That's right.
That's it.
Absolutely.
This jog to the north is the thing that was just you so knew it was coming, and it's why we have postponed Trump 1 year later. The show is officially postponed to February 28th because the snow is coming earlier, and any of that snow that you say is going to come around midnight or so shifts to just a few hours. It changes everything for people trying to leave downtown, go other places. So we had to do it. I'll talk more about that. We're keeping our eye on it. We will have the help of Marcus Bailey and the whole Wish meteorology team. Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the update. We've got 14 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:10. And then you say things like, yep, got me to 2-stage. That's I can mess around with the thing, but who wants to mess around? Am I right? So I got me the 2-stage. You know how it is. You know how I roll. I'm looking at snowblowers right now. My days of shoveling have come to an end. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Marcus made a very, very good point. With everybody talking about the snow, it is the cold. Pipes do indeed burst. People do have issues with heat. Check on a neighbor. You don't know your neighbor? Hey, listen, I didn't say you have to be best friends with them, but times like this, we all just keep an eye on each other. Still warm? Okay. Good to see you, Tom. Steve, is that Larry? Your name's Larry? Huh. Okay, Larry, take it easy. Hey, honey, did you know our neighbor's name was Larry? No, I thought it was Steve, too. I did. I for one, I should be more neighborly. It is the cold that we're keeping an eye on. We haven't even gotten into wind chill conversations, and we will see the cold extend all week. We're talking about lows that exist at 0. So it is we are in it. We are getting near February, and we are in what I believe the kids say is the dead of winter. So that's what you want to be mindful of. That's what you want to keep an eye on. Seriously, don't go insane on shoveling the snow. It's not the wet stuff, as Marcus says. It's still, just A little bit of time. You'll get it done. Driveway will be clean. It's going to be okay. But yes, we are postponed until February 28th. It'll be Trump 1 year and 1 month later. Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. If you have tickets and you should have gotten an email that'll tell you how to deal with things and your ticket is still good. And if you have any issues with timing, it'll give you all the instructions right there on the email piece of cake. Reach out to me if you got any issues. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick, Governor Mike Braun on the Bears at 6:32. Brought to you by IBJ's February events, Excellence in Healthcare on February 10th, and Hunger in Health, sponsored by Gleaners, February 12th. RSVP at ibj.com/events.
Hammer and Nigel here for Premier Weight Loss Indy, PWLindy.com, 2 different locations. And look, everybody is somewhere different in their health journey. People aren't the same, and treatments should not be the same. This is why I love Premier Weight Loss Indy. It's an in-person visit. You're going to get a consultation with a professional, and they will customize a plan specifically for you. Again, no plans are the same because people are not the same. So if you really want to take your health to the next level this year, start by going online to PWLindy.com. I lost a bunch of weight of my own, but then I hit a plateau and I couldn't lose anymore. I reached out for help. Premier Weight Loss Indy jumped in the mix, and now I'm down 16 additional pounds in 2 months. PWLindy.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you. Take care of your health.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
Maintenance is going to drastically increase the efficiency and performance of your system. It's also going to significantly improve the longevity of it. People think that they are saving money by skipping their maintenance, and in reality, they're just shaving years off the life and increasing the consumption of that unit, spending a lot more in the long term.
Get your tune-up today at Family Heating and Air, your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Now that's how you make Indiana football history. And this is how you celebrate it. Academy Sports and Outdoors has Indiana championship gear. Hoodies designed to turn your rivals crimson with envy. Hats poised for the champion's nod. And official jerseys that never fade from glory. Indiana fans, you are the champions. Now gear up like a winner. New championship styles are arriving daily at your local Bloomington store and online at academy.com. Fun can't lose.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Tony Lawrence looking great this morning. Could have some slick bridges and ramps, so be mindful of that. Outside of that, northbound 465, no problem, 70 up to 69. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC traffic.
We have got 13 degrees. That's just ridiculous. In the American Standard Heating Weather Center, the time is 6:16.
A new year means great new lease deals from Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord Hybrid Sport for $279 a month or a 2026 CRV LX all-wheel drive for just $269 a month. Your choice for only $4,999 down. Make the most of the new year at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees, taxes, and first payment due at signing. Lease offers require qualifications for Honda loyalty. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The Armada is heading to Iran. Well, really, to the Middle East. They're there for a purpose. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. You have got the USS Abraham Lincoln. You've got destroyers, fighter aircraft that have been moving from the Asia-Pacific region last week. We did bring up this week what has happened with the protests. All of a sudden, no one's talking about it. I mean, it was bad enough that so much of the media refused to talk about it. I mean, they just flat out refused to bring up that the people were rebelling against the Islamic regime. Well, you can't show people rebelling against Islam. No, you can only show people rebelling against Christianity. That's the only one that matters. Was it something else? And then things went quiet. We brought up, are we going to pretend that this isn't happening? That these people aren't abused in every way possible, and we should want them to be free, and we should be supportive of their push to overthrow the Ayatollah and overthrow the Islamic regime? The answer is, of course we should. In every single way we should. Well, we had known that the carrier was going. We weren't sure necessarily about everything else that was happening, and President Trump had said help is on its way to the protesters. Well, I assume that means help in removing the Ayatollah and the mullahs and allowing them to be a society that isn't under the yoke of this Islamic regime, because that's not who these people are. It's not who Persians are. It's who conquerors want them to be, but it's not who they are. So now the question is, what will come? Never mind any saber rattling from the Ayatollah. What comes next? What help can be given? What buoyancy can they get from the United States? What messaging? Do I think this involves people, like boots on the ground? I've actually never believed that, and I don't favor that. I favor them being free. Does this mean that taking out of more of their military assets? For the record, I always favor taking out more military assets of a nation that is an unstable Islamic regime that is intent on sponsoring terrorism and threatening neighbors, including us. I should say threatening us and including neighbors. Better way to say that, because it's more factual. So I don't apologize for it. But I do ask, what does this mean? This movement into the are we moving into the Gulf? Are we moving some assets into the Med? What does it mean? What is the next step here to ensure that the Ayatollah is gone and the people can rebuild a nation worthy of Persia's history? Which I'm not claiming is perfect. I can't believe I had to caveat that. I'm sorry, I made myself laugh. Just give me a second. Oh, I'm just saying, everyone's like, oh, America's terrible. America's the worst. Have you taken a look at some other countries? We don't have to be perfect, but we're better than that stuff. Still are. 250 years of being better than that stuff. Damn Skippy. We will continue to keep our eyes on it. And you may have been a victim of, I know we were, that Microsoft outage yesterday. I'm now of the belief, and I want to be absolutely clear, I do not have a single conspiratorial bone in my body. X went down. That's Twitter. Verizon went down. Now you've got the outages here with Microsoft 365, Teams, Outlook. Something weird's going on, right? No? Have I become Producer Carl? Producer Carl, we go now to Conspiracy Carl. Be sure to check out the podcast. Am I just being fully conspiratorial and everything's fine?
The deep state's going to take down the internet and declare martial law, Tony.
That was delivered so perfectly, Carl. If we had rehearsed it, you could not have done better than that right there. Because now everybody's like, oh, good Lord, Carl. Wait, what? Now everyone's going to be thinking about it. That's right. The deep state is going to take down the internet. You heard it here first. And you know what the deep state's also going to do? They're going to get rid of all of the pizza toppings, so you have to get pineapple. Anything else you want to throw in there, Producer Carl? Oh, they've already gotten Producer Carl. He said too much. He knows too much. This show is so dumb. And President Trump says an emerging Greenland deal gives the United States full access to the island. What does total access mean? It's really being negotiated now, the details of it, but essentially it's total access. There's no end, there's no time limit. He said that on Fox Business yesterday. I want to make sure we all heard the same things regarding Greenland. Not the caterwauling and complaining of the left and the fools who didn't understand what a negotiation in Trump land looks like. And you could argue, man, that's nutty. Just telling you what it looks like. And no one should be surprised by it, and we were not. Trump said in Davos at the World Economic Forum that we can't rent it, we can't have an agreement, we have to own it. You can't defend a place that you only got a lease on, you have to own it. Now we're discussing access. That's what we're discussing. So clearly when he said we have to own it, well, I guess we didn't have to own it. Did we? There's going to be a partition. There's going to be a splitting. There's going to be a dollar amount paid for strategic control. And you know who benefits? The Europeans. Oh, we benefit too. But the Europeans. Because the minute Trump introduced Golden Dome into the conversation, which is basically like the Israeli Iron Dome, but, you know, with more pizzazz. The Europeans knew that they would be able to be a part of this deal. Because if you are going to engage a strategy that involves ballistic missiles, hypersonics, you need Greenland. You're going over the poles, kitten. Need to look at a globe. Matt Bear's got traffic on the fives. What's up, Matthew?
Northeast side, westbound 465 after Allisonville Road crash, slowing us down about a half mile to Allisonville Road. South side, southbound 65 at Edgewood Avenue. That's a crash. No delay at the moment. And northbound 65 starting to slow down from Raymond Street into the South Split. Traffic sponsored by Audible. And if you're stuck in traffic, take care of you with help from the top voices in well-being on Audible. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com/wellbeing. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and a bill to weed out high-end vehicle purchases by our government has approved the Government Reform Committee. It passed unanimously. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Cameron Nigel here for Window Nation. I have Window Nation windows installed in my house. The cold air has stopped coming through. The warm air has stopped exiting the house because of my grade A Window Nation and windows. definitely check out their sale, windownation.com. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free.
Window Nation, the best in the business. But don't just take my word for it. Check out their A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Check out their over 45,000 5-star reviews. Now, that's a big deal because nobody ever leaves 5-star reviews, but Window Nation has over 45,000 of them. Take advantage of this deal right now. Window Nation's buy 4, get 4 windows for free sale. It's going on right now. Schedule your fast and free, that's the key word, free estimate at windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Join me January 24th as we sip some bourbon and talk about how we win the midterms. Trump, 1 year later, the Red Tie Gala, the highs of the last year, the lows of the last year, and how we win the midterms. We're going to drink great bourbon, eat great food.
The most extraordinary thing a woman can do is let herself be human. We try to do it all, sure, but what if we're just not feeling it? Like when the fatigue hits, but you gotta bring snacks to the soccer game? Or when the laundry's piling up, but that hot flash says, too bad. We get it. Franciscan Health has care for extraordinary women who can do it all, but don't have to. Visit franciscanhealth.org/OBGYN today.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. 2026 marks our 99th year in business, and we are going to make it the best year yet, and we're starting out with a bang. Now through Monday, we guarantee you the lowest price on every sectional, recliner, mattress, sofas, and more, including Lazy Boy and Tempur-Pedic, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Oh, party people, get the bread ready, get the milk ready. We got some weather on the way. Hammer and Nigel show. We've got you covered. The party starts at 3.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey show, and a bill to weed out high-end vehicle purchases by our government has approved the Government Reform Committee. It passed unanimously. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Might have you saying it ain't snow. A winter storm warning in effect. It's also 12 degrees in the Circle City, but it feels like -1. I'm John Herrick. This report is brought to you by Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 6:30. Much of the state supposed to get heavy snow soon.
Yeah, we've got some impactful snow expected to arrive on Saturday and last through Sunday.
Casey Fuson at the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says places south of the I-70 corridor could get anywhere between 6 to 10 inches of snow between Saturday and Sunday. Dozens of schools across Indiana are either closed or on delays this morning because of the frigid temperatures. You can find those at WIBC.com. As for how this upcoming storm is affecting the rest of the country, here's Fox meteorologist Adam Klotz.
You're looking at areas, in some cases, maybe an inch of ice, but even a quarter inch of ice. That's going to be enough to take down power lines. Dallas over to Little Rock, getting up towards Nashville, and then getting right along the Mid-Atlantic. Those are the areas where the ice is going to be heaviest. We expect widespread power outages because of this. Now, it's just north of where that ice is. That is where we start to talk about snowfall. We're talking 8 to 12 inches. That's including places like Oklahoma, Louisville, southern Indiana. You could see some of this heavy snow.
Virginia, Arkansas, Georgia, and the Carolinas have declared states of emergency, while Texas has issued a disaster declaration. Airlines have also already begun to cancel flights. AAA says the best thing to prepare your car for this rough weather is to check your battery. Cold weather can make it harder for your battery to start your car. They're also reminding you to check your oil, tail lights, headlights, wiper fluid, tire pressure, and tire tread before the storm. Luigi Mangione back in New York federal court today for a hearing on his backpack. He's accused of killing the United Healthcare CEO in late 2024. This particular hearing focuses on whether his backpack was lawfully searched when he was arrested at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, December of 2024. Mangione's team has argued that the search was done improperly, so they're asking the judge to suppress what was found in it. The judge says the hearing will be brief. Blue Origin's first New Shepard launch of the year is a success. Jeff Bezos' space flight company sent a crew of 6 passengers to the edge of space on Thursday, where they were able to experience a few minutes of weightlessness before returning to Earth.
Capsule has passed the Carmen line.
Liftoff occurred from West Texas. You've got traffic, weather, and sports all coming up in a moment.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Following a unanimous committee vote to send a bill aimed at financing an NFL stadium in Northwest Indiana to the Senate floor, Governor Mike Braun said the Hoosier State is very much in play for the Chicago Bears. Speaking with the IBJ after the committee vote on Thursday, Braun said he and legislative leaders continue to move forward in their efforts to land the state's second NFL franchise.
I think it's more than just kicking the tires to create a bargaining position, but take nothing for granted. We'll certainly be timely on all the things we need to do to be in a position to take advantage of it.
The Ports of Indiana has appointed the first chief commercial officer in its 65-year history as the organization builds a new commercial department focused on business development and strategic growth. Marketing and business development veteran Brady Jacoba most recently served as vice president of sales and marketing at modular housing manufacturer Volumod Indy. Michigan City-based Horizon Bancorp is reporting a full-year net loss of $150.5 million for 2025. That compares to net income of $35.4 million the previous year. Despite the drop, CEO Thomas Prame said the bank is optimistic about its outlook. The bank said total loans held for investment increased 4.4% in the fourth quarter, along with strong organic commercial loan growth of $75.8 million, or 9.1%. From the state's number one source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Biotown Biogas, a renewable energy producer headquartered in the White County town of Reynolds, has named Christopher Pino as its new CEO. Pino most recently served as vice president of strategy and development for New Jersey-based energy infrastructure holding company South Jersey Industries. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, on the northeast side, it's a crash westbound 465 before Allisonville Road, actually just after Allisonville Road at the White River. And right now we have two right lanes blocked and traffic stop and go past Allisonville Road. Northbound 65 south side slows Raymond Street into the south split. That's a construction zone. Northbound 65 slow from Edgewood Avenue up to Thompson. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today because at B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Thinking about the two-stage gas snowblower there, Matt Bear.
What's the second stage? That's what I want to know.
The second stage, I believe, is
Armageddon.
acceptance.
You say acceptance?
Wait, I'm sorry. That's a completely different thing.
Oh, okay. Well, accept the snowblower. Accept the snow. That's what we're doing.
Let me tell you something, Matt. That joke would have been great if I hadn't said it to you.
Huh?
That joke would have been great if I hadn't. Oh, forget it. Now I feel bad.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you're talking about.
You try and you try and you try. I do not know what two-stage means on a snowblower at all. I have no clue. All I know is that if you get the gas, you get the single stage, you get the two-stage. And you can do electric, and you can plug it into like a very long extension cord. But what if the power goes out in the house? Now you can't even have a snowblower. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you could just, tap into the neighbor's garage. They probably have an outlet sitting somewhere on the outer wall. Just
right, because they have power when you don't. Well, they may have generator supercenter.
Go check.
And you might have that.
You don't know. Go check.
Yeah, go check now to see where you can steal power from a neighbor. The storm coming. With the snow coming tomorrow, do they have you on call? Are you going to be giving any traffic tips and advice for Sunday or anything like that?
I absolutely can. I am prepared if I'm asked to.
Okay. You might be asked to.
Nah, let's go.
Might be asked to.
Let's go.
And what is First Day going to do?
Probably they'll do their show. I would assume.
They're gonna spend the night downtown. They're gonna get in. We're gonna have Terry Stacy driving in from Knightstown in her Ferrari. That thing is terrible in the snow.
It's really bad. I mean, you got to put like lumber in the back to weight the back down because it's rear wheel drive.
You know what? That's what it sounds like if we were a low budget cable access show. That's exactly what it would sound like. By the way, I have no idea if Terry Stacy drives a Ferrari. I do know that she has made a tremendous amount of money here at WIBC, and she should. It's 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. I am making it weird. The time is 6:38. Let's check on sports. John Herrick. Now he drives a Ferrari.
I wish. It's brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Indiana Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on NBC Thursday night. Fallon asked him what it was like to win the college football national championship over Miami this past Monday.
Well, we finally got our coach ignited to smile. So that was the biggest accomplishment.
Mendoza also broke records by throwing footballs at them when Fallon threw records in the air. He broke 8 records in 30 seconds. As for the Indiana Hoosier men's basketball team, they're back in action tonight to face the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Indiana's lost 4 games in a row. Tip-off at 6 with pregame coverage starting at 5 right here on 93 WIBC. And the Indiana Pacers have lost 3 games in a row. They play the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder this evening. Tip-off for that one at 8 o'clock in Oklahoma City on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. I'm John Herrick on The Level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come see us in store. Shane Company engagement rings are crafted with care from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest quality. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Jeff Saturday for Indiana Unclaimed.
Listen up. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Indiana Unclaimed might have found some of your money. And if you're like me, you had no idea. But I went and checked for my name on indianaunclaimed.gov. Look, I found a Hall of Fame quarterback on that list and the foundation of a former punter. The state of Indiana is reuniting folks with $1 million per week. Your name may be on that list too. Go find it at indianaunclaimed.gov.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana, and these Hoosier student athletes couldn't agree more.
We all know the saying, in 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
Well, the same is true for all high school sports in Indiana, like volleyball,
and soccer,
and softball, and track, and so many more.
We're passionate about high school sports in Indiana.
They're an undeniable part of our state's culture.
They're woven into the DNA of our communities.
It's what we dedicate our time to.
It's what brings us all together. It's what we celebrate.
And as a high school student athlete, that's a pretty special environment to grow in.
Representing your school and having your entire community behind you.
Being a high school student athlete in Indiana is something we never take for granted.
And it's an experience we'll never forget either.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Nutty. Support Hoosier student athletes like these by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is who we are. This is Indiana. This is your IHSAA.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off plus 24 months same as cash with 0% interest.
Because at bwindow,
we mean business. We mean business. Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off plus 24 months same as cash with 0% interest.
Because at bwindow,
we mean business. We mean business.
You may have heard John Herrick mention this. And now that Herrick's back and he's had a few days to digest that national championship, I'd like to see what he thinks. As he looks back and he starts looking at the future, he starts hearing about people in the portal. Because John Herrick, if you don't know, not only our news director, he does the pregame, he does the postgame. IU football, IU basketball. He's right there with Don Fisher. I mean, he's got a view of these parts of history that very few people have. I got to get with him about that. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. But as you may have heard him mention, the death of Jim Irsay, the longtime owner of the Indianapolis Colts, is now being investigated by the FBI because there is a connection to a doctor in California named Harry Haratunian, an addiction specialist. The subpoena was issued from the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California in Los Angeles. Agents came to Indy for several days, interviewed multiple people close to Irsay, and a spokeswoman for the field office, with the reporting from the IBJ via the Washington Post, did not reply to a request for comment. Beverly Hills Police Department, which initially investigated his death, has not been contacted by the FBI. So this is a conversation of what? Whether there were things delivered to Jim Irsay to help him take care of himself. You can feel the air quotes right there. According to the Washington Post, Haratunian added ketamine to Jim Irsay's treatment regimen. Listen carefully. We're not going to avoid the story because it's a local story, because it's the Colts, because it might be offensive to the daughters. No. It is a story, and if we get information, we will share it. This is true of, I had some people say to me, it was wrong for me yesterday on the syndicated show to talk about what's going on in Carmel, Indiana, with the high school, with the walkout that was allowed. It was allowed all across the country, but what seems to be an email from the principal to the teachers saying if students aren't signed up by their parents to go on this walkout to protest ICE, they can sign themselves out. And that's where my objection was. The students are in charge. You heard about this walkout and the administration met with the student to understand what was happening. Why didn't you just say, no, we don't sanction walkouts here. We sanction school here. That's what we do. That's what we allow. But you allowed students to sign themselves out. The inmates are running the asylum. I mean, that's the expression, and it fits. How could this happen? And full disclosure, I think the principal's a good guy. I think that the school does, you've heard me say it, excellent work. But what is happening here? This is a serious issue. And of course, you have a school board that is wrongfully leftist. Carmel has done a very bad job. Oh, they can claim all they want. Even the new picks. This is all leftist. What is the group? Support CCS? That is a left-leaning group. Don't tell me it's nonpartisan. I'm not buying. No one is. Students can sign themselves out. That's a problem. And someone said, you really shouldn't go after the principal like that. There are other schools you can talk about. This happened here, and it happened to us, and it's a problem. We're not going to ignore things because it's in our backyard. That's just not how we operate. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, Matt Baer with traffic.
Tony, checking out westbound 465 on the northeast side. It's a crash after Allisonville Road. Two right lanes are closed and traffic is jammed back to I-69. A delay of 26 minutes. South side northbound 65 slows before 465 and again before Raymond into the south split. That is a construction zone. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months. Same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today. Because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
Staying connected shouldn't be a struggle, but for many Hoosiers who are deaf, hard of hearing, deafblind, or have a speech disability, everyday phone calls can be frustrating. That's where Relay Indiana comes in. Relay Indiana is a free statewide service that helps people communicate over the phone by connecting callers through specially trained relay operators. They make sure conversations between specialized devices and standard phones are clear, accurate, and respectful. Relay Indiana also offers relay conference captioning, providing real-time captions for meetings, webinars, and conference calls, so you never miss a word. Whether it's work, family, or everyday life, communication matters. Learn more at RelayIndiana.com. That's RelayIndiana.com. And stay connected.
What say we start that new year with a new car at Tom Roush Lincoln? Hurry in for the 8, 9, 10 deal. Get $8,000 off new Nautilus or $9,000 off new Corsair. Or how about $10,000 off Lincoln Aviator? The 8, 9, 10 deal right now at Tom Roush Lincoln. Come get a great deal on all three from Tom Roush, where our family served yours since 1972.
Corsair stock number L25566, MSRP 55340. Nautilus stock number L26030, MSRP 62705. Aviator stock number L25384, MSRP 79450. See dealer for complete offer details.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Don't miss Heart live at Fisher's Event Center Saturday, March 15th. Experience an unforgettable night of legendary hits. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
Now would ya, Barracuda?
So we finally see some arrests in the terrorizing of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Yes, I said terrorizing. That was the plan, to terrorize Christians. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. No, the plan was to protest the treatment of ICE, the way ICE treats people who are here illegally. Well, actually, nobody's here illegally. It's just ICE bad. Okay. Go have a protest about ICE being bad. I say the same thing about Carmel High School. If some students there want to go out there and hold signs and protest and have an event, you're not hearing me say no, although I do, and I've said this for forever, I think that the idea of children and free speech is adorable. Adults and free speech is different. I would gladly debate this anywhere. I think there's a very logical conversation here, and people could disagree with me, but I would never stop a high school group or high school students from gathering as many people as they could at a gazebo at City Hall to say, hey, here's what we think. It wouldn't dawn on me after school or on a weekend, summer, things like that, not during a school day. If these protesters opposed to ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, who are actually following the laws that are on the books passed by Congress, if they want to stand in an area, across the street, on a public sidewalk, and engage in protest of a church, they can. I'm not telling them no. I might think I'm gross, but what does it matter if I think they're gross? They can still do it. They entered the church for the purposes of intimidation. And then they got smug about it. And now they've been arrested. Good. They should have been arrested. These people deserved to be arrested. I'm only sorry there aren't more arrests, which brings us to Don Lemon. Amongst those who were not arrested is the former CNN host, who is a low guy. There is a federal magistrate judge who has declined to sign off on these charges. Now, I've heard a host of things. That this magistrate judge is married to somebody who is an aide in the office of the Attorney General, Keith Ellison, a leftist progressive who doesn't think that, intimidating churches is wrong. But if you were even to go near a mosque, he'd be all about charging you. Do I believe that means that no charges can come? This is my question for lawyers, in that, what is the sign-off that has to take place here? If we believe that a federal crime has been committed, a violation of the FACE Act, Ku Klux Klan Act, etc., can't they just be arrested on these federal charges? I think I'm missing something in the translation, and I want to make sure I know what that is. The magistrate judge refusal to sign off because there's no case here, or because we have so many judges that are ideological and our courts are lousy with really, really bad leadership. The arrests include Nikema Levy Armstrong and a woman by the name of Chantal Louisa Allen. Chantal Louisa Allen is also a member of the St. Paul School Board. Yeah, who's on your school board matters. Who is on your school board matters quite a bit. What it is they allow, what is it all of a sudden they have no thoughts on? Well, actually, it's fine. It's important that kids walk out of class and disrupt other students. I wonder if the Carmel School Board says that. And we should be clear, this can happen in other schools, and it may have happened in other schools. I'm discussing it because I know it happened right where I'm at. If it happened where you are, I want to hear it too. I'm glad these agitators, these anti-Christian zealots got arrested. I do hope they do jail time, by the way. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, I just found this on the west side. It's a vehicle fire northbound 465 at West 21st Street. Right lane is blocked and it's sitting in the Gore Point on the off-ramp to West 21st. Crash northeast side, westbound 465 after Allisonville Road, stopped to 69. Traffic sponsored by B Window right now. At B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today. Because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
This is Chuck Lofton, here to talk to you about my friends at Exercise Inc. Exercise Inc. is the 20-minute, once-a-week workout program that will change your life. My wife Mary and I have been clients for 6 years. The program has worked well with my busy schedule. I was getting cardio, but I started the program because I understood the importance of strength training to overall health. It's helped me with managing my blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. The biggest help? My sluggish feeling was replaced with much-needed energy. It's designed to help clients get stronger in a shorter period of time. The studios are private, just you and your coach working to reach your goals. Exercise Inc. has 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now Fishers. So take it from me, Chuck Lofton. Improve the forecast for your health. Go to exerciseinc.com today to request a free consultation.
Totally changed my life.
It's amazing.
I don't have any cravings.
You want to quit but have found it impossible? This is the thing for you. I have absolutely no craving. It's the darndest thing I have ever seen in my life.
It's not for entertainment. It's for results.
Do it. It works. Period.
You've tried everything else. You need to come and try this.
Stop smoking with hypnosis. Only $59.99 guaranteed or your money back. Stop smoking with hypnosis guaranteed with no irritability and no cravings. Don't just cut down, but stop smoking once and for all. In addition, use hypnosis to lose all the weight and destroy unwanted cravings. Hypnosis programs are Thursday, January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss hypnosis at 5:30, stop smoking hypnosis 8 p.m. Or Saturday, January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss hypnosis 11 a.m., stop smoking hypnosis at 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com. That's markpatrickseminars.com. HomeSeminars.com.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
A new year means great new lease deals from Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord Hybrid Sport for $279 a month or a 2026 CR-V LX all-wheel drive for just $269 a month. Your choice for only $4,999 down. Make the most of the new year at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees, taxes, and first payment due at signing. Lease offers require qualifications for Honda loyalty. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Here are just a few hot buys going on in January. Lift chairs starting at $5.99. Lazy Boy recliners starting at $4.99. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses, $71 per month. Smith Brothers sofas, $18.99. Up to 25% off all outdoor furniture. Reclining sofas starting at $6.99. Sale ends Monday. Free delivery. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, what forecasters are warning you about regarding the upcoming snow this weekend, why one Hoosier lawmaker wants an investigation into the IEDC, and a member of the Indiana Hoosier football team was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Those stories and more coming up after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
Millions of Americans are doing the same thing. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, getting ready for a nasty winter storm.
I'm just looking for a loaf of bread to get me through the weekend.
But that's not been easy in Dallas.
This is my 6th store I've been to today. I started out last night, but the shelves were all empty.
Texas will start to get hit tonight.
And boy, we are going to have a large-scale storm on our hands.
Fox meteorologist Adam Klotz.
From Texas all the way to the northeast. Now, I think ice is going to be the most damaging, the most deadly, the most dangerous of this entire situation. In some cases, maybe an inch of ice, but even a quarter inch of ice, that's going to be enough to take down power lines. Dallas over to Little Rock, getting up towards Nashville.
It's also going to be frigid in many areas. There are 40 below zero wind chills now in Minnesota, where a day of anti-ice protest is planned. Organizers urging people to not work, not go to school, and not shop. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry praises those standing up against immigration enforcement raids he opposes.
We're seeing constitutional violations play out in real time.
Vice President Vance went to Minneapolis calling for calm and cooperation.
Working with state and local officials, we can make the worst moments of chaos much less common.
3 people have been arrested in a federal investigation into the anti-ice protest inside a St. Paul church on Sunday. The deal's done to keep TikTok operating in the U.S. The social media app's Chinese parent company has sold most of TikTok to a group of mostly American investors.
With ByteDance, the Chinese-owned company, retaining a nearly 20% stake. The arrangement settles concerns from lawmakers about Chinese influence and data collection. Congress passed a law in 2024 banning TikTok in the U.S. unless the app was sold.
Fox's Jared Halper. Now to another done deal.
Pulling out of the World Health Organization was among the executive orders signed by President Trump on his first day back in office, accusing it of mismanaging the COVID-19 pandemic and being too susceptible to political influence. Also, there's never been an American as its chief executive. That withdrawal has now been finalized.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Why they're urging you to tread lightly. A winter storm warning in effect, and it's 11 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels like -1. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. If you have to travel over the weekend, you might want to rethink those plans. Jake McDaniel tells you why.
Greg Mello is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. In a winter weather briefing he gave on Thursday, he says snow begins Saturday morning across southwestern Indiana.
Snow should continue through the day Saturday.
But Mello says the real trouble is Sunday morning. That's when Indiana will see the heaviest amounts.
We're likely going to see moderate to heavy snowfall over much of central Indiana, although we're expecting snow to start tapering off Sunday evening.
Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You can see a full list of closings and delays for this morning at WIBC.com. While snow is supposed to come down, gas prices have been going up. AAA says the Indiana gas average is $2.86 a gallon. That's 10 cents higher than it was at this point on Thursday. Also on Thursday, State Representative Cherish Pryor said she was able to successfully amend the language from one House bill into another bill in the House Ways and Means Committee. It now includes language to restore a property tax deduction to surviving spouses of World War I veterans. The deduction was removed in Senate Enrolled Act 1 from last year, but this most recent bill passed out of committee, and it now heads to the floor for consideration by the full House. State Representative Ed Delaney calling for a formal investigation into the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. Delaney introduced a resolution on Thursday to establish a select committee to investigate the agency's financial practices because of what a recent state audit found.
The report the governor had done showed the potential for fraud in many ways, as well as the potential for, let's call it, administrative chaos. I don't think we can just sit here and wait.
If approved, the committee would have the power to issue subpoenas and must release its final report by July. A woman in Northwest Indiana heading to prison for a while. Jarrett Lewis reports.
62-year-old Christine Reese said she was licensed as a clinical psychologist and that she held the degree of Doctor of Psychology. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the state's Northern District said it was all a lie. Reese used forged documents to start work at a mental health services provider in Munster. She then made appointments with patients and fraudulently billed them for the services she claimed to provide. Reese pleaded guilty to healthcare fraud and aggravated identity theft. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison and ordered to pay nearly $269,000 in restitution. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
He's a national champion now, and Indiana Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza was a guest on NBC's The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon Thursday night. He told Fallon that he and his team always rallied around one another to win the national title against Miami Monday night.
And our team, with Coach Signetti and a whole bunch of under-recruited guys, guys who have already been doubted their entire lives, now finally marked as national champions. It means the world to all of us.
Fallon also later threw records up in the air and had Mendoza break as many of the records he could while throwing a football at them. He broke 8 in 30 seconds while the crowd cheered. I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. 7:05 with traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear.
Yeah, John, looking at the northeast side crash, westbound 465 at the Wye River. And traffic is stop and go back to I-69. A 17-minute delay right now. Northbound 65 from the south side slows Raymond Street into the south split because of construction. Good morning, Boone County. Southbound 65, good enough right now. 19-minute travel time from State Road 47 down to 465 on the northwest side. Watch out for those bridges. They could be slick. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today. Because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, who of course is devastated that we had to postpone Trump 1 year later. If you don't already know, the snow is coming earlier. The snow is coming in larger amounts. The possibility of other worse weather, never mind the cold. We are postponing to February 28th. The event is still on. Your ticket is still good. You should have gotten an email. If you need to make any changes, you can reach out to me. I'll help you with anything that you need. Tickets are still on sale. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. And it's so weird this week. We've been like, hey, are there any VIP left? Hey, you still have tickets? So people have been, still interested in coming, and maybe this will be, allow more people to show up, but this was a weather-related conversation between us and the Hyatt Regency and everybody else. And And the Hyatt's been absolutely fantastic. And Tara Hastings, I'm sorry you're going to have to stay home now.
Well, that's okay. I'm bummed.
I
was really hoping that there would be that the timing would work out, but I think this is the right call. I mean, really.
Because, that was the when you were talking to us yesterday, it was still the belief that the snow is coming late Saturday, even into early Sunday. We're fine, but as we started getting those reports at about 2 in the afternoon yesterday, it was clear that this thing was already shifting north. Where are we at right now?
Yeah, okay, so cold and snow, right? Today, the cold is here. I don't think temperatures are really going to get out of the single digits this afternoon. Wind chill values below 0. Still bright, but cold. Saturday, we are going to see that snow begin later in the afternoon. It's going to continue. We may get a little bit of a lull late Saturday evening, but that does not mean we've blown the forecast, okay? More snow develops overnight into Sunday morning, and I think the heaviest snow is going to fall from Sunday morning through the afternoon on Sunday. And we're talking about 7 to 10 inches of snowfall that will be possible through much of central Indiana. Farther south, and by south I mean south of Bloomington, Columbus, Bedford, those areas could pick up a foot of snow. North of Indy, like Lafayette, Kokomo, Fort Wayne, 4 to 7 inches. And this is going to be a light and fluffy snow because temperatures are going to be so cold. So it's going to blow, it's going to drift. I don't think we're going to see too much wind over the weekend, but any kind of wind, because it's so light and fluffy, will blow and drift it around. And then we're going to see temperatures only into the teens Saturday and Sunday, nighttime lows in the single digits. And whatever snow you get, wherever you are in Indiana, it is going to stick around for some time because I don't have temperatures anywhere near the 30s for the next 7 days.
Yeah. So there's that. Now, the what makes the snow light and fluffy like myself?
Wow. Because
I can't believe you laugh like that. You are a rude woman.
I know. Because those temperatures are so cold, the snow doesn't really have a lot of moisture in it, so we're going to see those highs only in the teens, so it's going to be light and fluffy. If we were closer to freezing, that's when you get that more packable snow, or you can throw snowballs and that kind of stuff, too. So light and fluffy. Yes. There you go.
Right. Okay. So no snowballs. So we're going to get tons of cold, tons of snow, and we can't even build a snow fort.
I know. My kids are going to be ticked at me because then they're going to want to go play in the snow, and I'm going to say no because it's going to be too cold.
And we can't build a snow fort.
Right.
Hold on. Stay right there, Tara. Hey, Matt Bear.
Yes.
We're not going to be able to build any snow forts.
We're not going to be able to what?
We're not going to be able to build any snow forts, man.
Yeah, well, you watch me. All I need is a couple of blankets and some ice.
That's an ice fort.
Oh.
And a blanket fort.
Damn it.
And I believe that was copyrighted by the show Community. So you can't do that either.
That's why they always came down.
Right? There'll be no blanket town for you, my friend.
I was never warm in those forts anyways.
Who was?
Yeah, not my brother. God rest his soul.
Gone too soon?
Yeah, frostbite.
Gone too soon. Got the frostbite.
What is happening?
Tara?
Yeah?
Great question that the people of Indianapolis have been asking for 11 and a half years.
Okay.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you taking the time. We'll get an update in an hour from you. Right now, we've got 13 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:11. Is seriously moving on bringing the Chicago Bears to Northwest Indiana. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Now, I have said from the beginning, I love this idea. And I'm in favor of trying to make it happen. What I said was, The Bears have to build the stadium. We can take care of the rest. It is a solid move to help that entire area rejuvenate. This is something. Then we heard stories that, oh, no, we're going to pay for the stadium. The Bears are going to get to keep the stadium. And I said, well, that's not going to fly. We don't have to give away the farm. All the money they're going to save here because of our tax rates compared to Illinois tax rates, they should be clamoring to get here. There's a story over at the IBJ, Merrick Mazurek reporting, that the bill in question, right? So there's Senate Bill 27, which lays out the framework for a deal. And if Senator Mishler or Garton want to discuss it, I mean, we may discuss other things like redistricting, but we will absolutely get into this first, I promise. The authority that they're creating, this Northwest Indiana Stadium Authority, could acquire land and engage in getting leases with private entities. And the Stadium Authority would be able to issue 40-year bonds that could be used to buy the land or pay for stadium construction. The state would own the stadium. The team would take revenue from operations at the venue. The team would also be responsible for maintenance and improvements as needed. So, okay, it's not what we were first told. Now it's this, which is a little bit different. I want to know how other stadium deals are done, and I want to be able to show Hoosiers, here's the benefit. I am not interested in the Bears not putting skin in the game, or any team. You must put skin in the game. And it should start with a 9-figure check. A skin in the game for an NFL team is at least $100 million in my view. We'll keep our eyes on this. We're keeping our eyes on the storm. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
That's another amazing run by Team USA.
Mom, think I'll be on Team USA one day?
Well, I'll take this one.
What? Are you speaking to us?
Yes, and to answer your question, anything's possible, especially with Xfinity.
So, I can be the best snowboarder ever?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price won't change for 5 years.
Okay. What if I practice every day?
Then maybe you'll be snowboarding for Team USA at the next Olympic Winter Games. And Mom, you'll still be paying the same price for Wi-Fi.
Ooh, really stuck the landing there.
It's the Xfinity Gold Medal celebration. Now through February 22nd, get our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed, just $50 a month. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's a $10.99 value per month. Xfinity. Imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Actual speeds vary.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, northeast side crash westbound 465 after Allisonville Road backed up to I-69 for a delay time of 16 minutes. Northbound 65 slowing down after Raymond Street into the south split, making your way to the airport from downtown. No problems at the moment. 9-minute travel time from Meridian Street down to Ronald Reagan Parkway, the airport collector. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
11 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. Well, it's time for our question and answer show for January, and we have many great questions to answer this month. We have one about how to save properly for retirement, another about a complicated estate planning case, and one about how to report a QCD. Find out the answer to these questions and many more on the Retirement Money Matters Show, which airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
You still thinking job change in the new year? Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy. IT? Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI. That's what I did. Really? How? Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up. Sweet. Are classes online or on campus? Both. Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Bring on the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling is the call. They're at the Indianapolis Home Show. You should go check them out. While you still can, tell them Tony Katz sent you. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, whatever that remodel project is, you guys want pros, people who are going to be with you every step of the way, who understand you, who are listening to you, and have the experience over 2 decades. Renovating and rebuilding Central Indiana. They've done work for me. They're going to do more work for me as well. They've got the best materials, the most skilled craftsmen. They stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee, and they have seen it. So when you've got like this weird idea, they're like, that's not so weird to us. We've done something like this, but yours might be even more unique, and they're fine with that. Their job is to take your ideas and turn them into reality, and they want to do it. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling at the Indianapolis Home Show. Go check them out. 852-5546 or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there's more. So we know that the storm is coming. We know we're going to get 1,900 feet of snow. We're going to have freezing cold temperatures. We, of course, had to postpone Trump 1 year later. My event at the Hyatt Regency, rescheduled for February 28th. Everything is still happening. But I'm serious. I'm at the place where I need a snowblower, and I have no idea what to get. I have no idea what 2-stage means. I have no idea on a whole bunch of how you handle the cold. So I call the expert. But Denny Smith was busy. So Pat Sullivan joins me right now from Sullivan Hardware and Garden, SullivanHardware.com. Now, if I understand it right, you don't. Do you sell snowblowers?
No, we do not.
Okay, so that's a. But you know about snowblowers.
I do know about snowblowers, and for you, Tony, I would get a battery-operated snowblower. I think for most homeowners, in the technology and the batteries, like looking at an Ego product that has batteries, then you never have to worry. The problem with snowblowers and gas engines in general is sometimes us homeowners, we forget to remove the gas over the winter and when we're done with them and all that stuff. So then they don't start the next time you need them. So with a battery for a homeowner, perfect fit, especially for you, Tony.
All right, okay, wow. You're saying that I'm not capable of draining the gas and of maintaining a snowblower properly.
That's what I'm saying about you. Now, I know you have people, so possibly you could assign that job to the pool boy at your place. Right. That he could also add that to his list of duties.
first I'm going to need a pool. But I think the question with the battery stuff versus because there's a whole single stage, 2-stage conversation I'd love for you to go over with me about the gas snowblowers. Are the batteries strong enough to handle wet snow? This is supposed to be more powdery, so maybe it can, but can the battery actually handle the wet snow that we sometimes get?
Yeah, they perform really well. The battery technology in the last 10 years has just skyrocketed. I mean, you can buy a zero-turn lawnmower, 54-inch, that is battery, and will on one charge will do 2 acres. So, I mean, it's really not a stretch for the snowblower, a battery. And the nice thing is, battery goes down, you just pop in another one. You might have 2 or 3 batteries, and you're charging them, you pop it in, and you just keep on going. It's just the ease of maintenance is, I think, superior in the battery. For most homeowners, Sullivan? I'm not talking about, commercial guys. I'm talking about homeowners.
Talking to Pat Sullivan, Sullivan Hardware and Garden. Really quick, the single stage versus 2-stage thing. I think I've got it. Break it down for me.
You know what? 2-stage would be, I would say if you're in Buffalo, they'll probably only sell 2-stage snow blowers. But for us that where we just don't get the amount. Now, obviously, this is a big snow coming. I'm not sure that I would invest in a 2-stage just because of, once every 5-7 years. But a 2-stage, you'll get more lift and you'll get more throw off of it. But generally for us, a single stage is generally fine for most people.
Yeah, so the single stage is when you're collecting the snow. That's the power being used to
That's correct.
Throw it. The 2-stage has a separate system for basically blowing the snow out. So one is collecting and one is pushing it out. See? I know things. Grown man
you do
right
know
here.
Things.
The thing that we're not focusing on is the freezing temperatures. I mean, we're at 11 degrees right now. This is the stuff where pipes freeze. I had that happen to me. I had 3 pipes burst when I was on vacation, and the damage was incredible. Came back to a flood, water pouring out of the ceiling. Now, it's a weekend. Most people are going to be home and around, and heat's going to be running. The advice for how you handle pipes in weather this cold.
Well, for example, we have a little pool house, and I thought, well, I better go check the pool house. And sure enough, the heat had stopped, and there was ice in the toilet. So I shut the water off. I opened the valves, drained them, and put a small heater in there, and that will be fine. So anybody that has pipes on the outside wall is the ones that are in danger. So on those, you'll want to make sure you open up the cabinets, open up the vanity, so you can allow heat to get in there. It doesn't take much, but doing that little bitty thing generally will stop a freezing pipe situation.
And do you drip? Are you a drip the faucet guy?
I'm a dripper. I'm a dripper if I can't get to the pipes. When I open the cabinet, if the pipes have not been exposed inside the cabinet and they're actually in the outside wall, which is really dumb, then I'm a dripper.
Yeah. By the way, the amount of people who forget to open the cabinets, which is you're just making it easier for the heat to get there. That's all you have to do. The outside hose bibs, a lot of people already turn that stuff off when they get ready for winter. You may have things that can handle the frost, etc. But when we're talking about temperatures we're in right now, we've had already where you're in the 0 degree, 5 degree range. Do you cover those things up? Do you wrap them up? Do you just be like, you know what, we're going to leave it and we'll deal with it in the spring? What do you do?
The main thing is to disconnect the hose if you happen to have a hose still on there. And then not really necessary. Most of them are now frost-proof valves, so the valves are actually extending from the exterior wall in about 12 inches into your home. So generally that's where the water is, so it will not freeze. But it can be a problem if you leave a hose on. If you're in a really old house that has not been updated, then yes, those you should put a little styrofoam cup on them, and you can buy those at any hardware store.
That is Pat Sullivan, Sullivan Hardware and Garden, sullivanhardware.com. He's got a list of locations. If you want to know what they are, ask Allison Lemons. I'm not about to go through that list.
I don't blame you.
Way too busy. It's just so many locations, so little time. That's Pat Sullivan. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you being up so early.
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way to Pilates right now.
Are you? Yeah. That's good. It's good. You
Yeah,
look like a
everyone
man who could use a good groin stretch.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's what I'm going to do.
You go get him. Battery snowblower. Okay. All right, you sold me. I'll give it a go. I'm buying today. Pat Sullivan, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Northeast side crash westbound 465 at the White River, backing us up to I-69. That's a delay of 19 minutes. South side northbound 65, stop and go after Keystone into the south split is a construction zone delay of 2 minutes. Traffic sponsored by Indiana Foundation Service, your local experts in basement waterproofing and foundation repair. Book your free inspection now at indianafoundation.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and a bill to weed out high-end vehicle purchases by our government has approved the Government Reform Committee. It passed unanimously. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
When you have a fire emergency, you need a restoration company you can trust to put everything back together. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I know, I've relied on Michaelis after a fire at my home. I'm here with the owner, Richard Michaelis. Richard, what makes Michaelis the right call if you have a fire?
Michaelis is local and family owned. We are your neighbors, 39 years of experience, and we'll respond 24/7, 365. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified. We will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I've lived it. Michaelis was on the scene at my home before the firefighters had even rolled up their hoses. They asked me about calling a restoration company. I told them I had Michaelis. They told me Michaelis was the real deal. You help with insurance too?
Yes, we'll work through the insurance process to give you peace of mind.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Devour Indy is on. Denny Smith here, and if you love cooking or eating as much as I do, you know great food means nonstop grease and other gross stuff in your drains. LD Smith Plumbing and Drains is a professional plumbing company without the drain gimmicks. They know the demands of kitchens, commercial or residential, and they'll keep your lines flowing. Call the experts at LD Smith Plumbing and Drains, 317-927-7186, ldsmithplumbing.com.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
A new year means great new lease deals from Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord Hybrid Sport for $279 a month or a 2026 CRV LX all-wheel drive for just $269 a month. Your choice for only $4,999 down. Make the most of the new year at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees, taxes, and first payment due at signing. Lease offers require qualifications for Honda loyalty. Offer ends January 31st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Since 1983, over 80,000 customers have trusted their home to B-Window.
We're now employee-owned, and that means we treat your home like it's our own.
From energy-efficient windows that can cut your energy costs by up to 50%.
To stylish doors, siding, and custom bathroom models, we have you covered.
And every project is backed by our industry-leading warranty.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off, plus 24 months, same as cash, with 0% interest.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business. We mean business.
Trust me.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off, plus 24 months, same as cash, with 0% interest.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business. We mean business.
Trust me.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It's not just the snow you'll have to deal with. A winter storm warning in effect. It's also 10 degrees at our Radio 1 studios, but the wind chill is -1. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Along with that snow this weekend in Indiana, you'll also have to contend with very cold temperatures and wind chill values.
North central Indiana and then up to -15 in south central Indiana. So it's going to be cold. Make sure you stay inside, bundle up, and limit time outdoors.
Casey Fuson's a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis, and she says some places in southern Indiana could get close to 10 inches of snow from Saturday into Sunday, but it's less in points further north from there. This storm is supposed to impact much of the Midwest, prompting airlines to roll out widespread travel waivers. Fox's Ted Lindner.
Heavy snow, sleet, and dangerous ice are forecast across 24 states, with the National Weather Service warning of hazardous travel, power outages, and tree damage. Airlines including Delta, American, United, Southwest, and JetBlue are already canceling flights and offering fee-free changes, as forecasters warn the storm could trigger thousands of cancellations through Monday. Travelers are being urged to monitor flights closely as disruptions ripple nationwide. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Ukraine, Russia, and the U.S. are in the United Arab Emirates to discuss ending the war in Ukraine. UK Defense Minister Tobias Ellwood saying the Russian President Vladimir Putin does not appear to be serious about peace.
Putin, I believe, is playing actually a bigger game. He's just continuing this on, enjoying the scenes, enjoying the splits that between within NATO.
This is the first time representatives from all three countries have sat down together since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Vice President J.D. Vance says he's in Minneapolis to try to bring calm to the tensions that remain high over immigration operations. Speaking alongside ICE officers and border agents on Thursday, Vance said that protesters have a right to make their voices heard.
That's one of the things that I want to send a message to is, yes, come out and protest me, protest our immigration policy, but do it peacefully.
He implored local and state elected leaders to work with ICE to ensure public safety. Indiana leaders say they're investing in the future workforce. Johnette Cruz explains how.
Governor Mike Braun is putting $15 million towards a new era of career planning for Indiana students. The state is awarding grants to 21 organizations to provide personalized coaching that goes beyond the standard classroom experience. Governor Braun says this investment is about helping students step into a future where they can thrive. By focusing on high-demand, high-wage jobs, the state aims to ensure that every high school graduate has a clear, actionable plan for success in Indiana's evolving economy. Johnette Cruz, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the nominees for Original Song at the Oscars are out now. And they're highlighted by the hit song Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. Others nominated include Train Dreams from Train Dreams by Nick Cave, Sweet Dreams of Joy by Nicholas Pike from Viva Verde, among others. The 98th Academy Awards are set for March 15th in Hollywood. And sports on WIBC is brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. The Indiana Pacers are 10-35 and looking to stop a three-game losing skid when they play the Oklahoma City Thunder this evening. Tip-off at 8 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. Indiana Hoosier football quarterback Fernando Mendoza was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on NBC Thursday night, where he talked about the play where he ran the touchdown in against Miami on 4th and 5 to help his team win a national championship.
So it's a running play, and I'm a quarterback. I'm a passer. So at first I'm like, okay, here we go. And I'm supposed to run left. And all of a sudden, some instinct tells me, let's run right.
He says it's like when you miss an exit when you use maps on your phone, but he says this exit led to a touchdown instead. Women's college hoops Thursday night, the Indiana women fell to 12th-ranked Ohio State 81-67, but the Notre Dame women emerged victorious, coming from behind to knock off Miami 74-66. I'm Sean Herrick on The Level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. 7:35 with traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear.
Yeah, John, crash clear on the northeast side, westbound 465 at the White River. We are stop and go from the crash side back to 75th, but hopefully that'll be getting to clear up now that the crash has gone. Just cleared about 2 minutes ago. South side northbound 65 stop and go from Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
11 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:36.
The sled groaned under the weight of iron. Ice cracked beneath the oxen's hooves. Still, the men pressed on.
WIBC celebrates the spirit of 76. Brought to you by Tony Katz presents Trump 1 year later.
January 23rd, 1776. After more than 2 months and 300 frozen miles, Henry Knox and his men reached Cambridge, hauling 59 British cannons captured from Fort Ticonderoga. Mountains, rivers, and blizzards tested them at every step. Washington's army, starved for firepower, finally had what it needed. Within weeks, those guns would force the British to abandon Boston, turning endurance into victory.
The spirit of 76. History remembered. Freedom celebrated. Sponsored by Trump. 1 year later, an evening of insight, conversation, and bourbon with Tony Katz. Tickets available at WIBC.com.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace. Okay, what is this? Seriously, what is this? I want you to tell me and explain it to me. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. During downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All the stuff, it is there on the Facebook Marketplace. The Marketplace brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. The Attorney General is holding on to your money because somebody sent you a final paycheck. They sent you a refund, a dividend. I don't know why they sent you the money, but you're owed it. It's yours, and they don't know where to send it, so the Attorney General's office has it, and they want you to have it. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and claim your cash. Fast, easy, free to use. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. They bring you the marketplace. Matt Bear, I posted this over there on the Twitter X, twitter.com /Twitters. Twitter X, just look for Tony Katz. And I want you to look at this. What is this?
It's a cake dish.
It is not a cake dish.
No, you put the frosting in the middle, and then you put it in the oven.
Okay. First, I'm going to describe what it is. It is pink, and it is a bowl, right? And it's a little bit inset, and there's a base to the bowl. So the bowl bottom is flat, not rounded. And then there are little hearts that are pushing up, that are molded into this plastic, pushing up around it. Matt Bear said cake dish. You said cake dish?
Yeah, it's a cake baking dish. It's plastic. You just throw it in the oven, push it as hard as you can.
It is not.
Whatever.
It is not.
Right?
Matt Bear, there's
know.
two parts to this story. This is, first of all, from a description, from a posting on Facebook Marketplace that says, pay what you can items. So this woman is basically saying, I believe it's a woman, because they see the fingernails in the shot, I have a whole bunch of trash, take it.
And you can go on a payment plan.
Right. Oh, yeah, there could be payment plans.
25%. Pay what you can, pay as you go, you know.
This is what is referred to as a slow feed dog bowl.
Ooh.
Wow, this place.
Hey, Tony, did you see the trash in the background?
Oh, the trash in the background is not the story, Producer Carl.
She's a hoarder.
We don't know if she's a hoarder.
We have to help her.
First, everybody follow me.
Yeah,
follow my lead.
Let's go.
First,
follow Tony.
A slow feed dog bowl? Dog food bowl? I've never heard of such a thing. Okay, according to the chat room, it slows down your dog's eating so they don't barf later.
That's awesome. I don't know how does that work?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I just found Hammer's birthday gift.
Oh.
And now we notice in all these photos that people don't stage the photo. And very often they'll put their feet in the photo. There's always some weird gangly big toe or something happening. Or there's some kind of reflection in the mirror and people aren't wearing pants. And then there's trash around. We're like, why don't you fix it? So yes, there's a whole bunch of trash in the background in the kitchen. If you look at the photo, if you look at the front of the bowl, there's a hair on it.
Well, I mean, if your dog's eating out of it, who cares? Dog's not going to notice.
there's also water droplets. So they tried washing it out, but they did not properly wash it out, and there is a hair on it. And at that moment, I am not buying the dog bowl for basically whatever I can pay.
I mean, I have more hair than that in the bathtub. It doesn't bother me at all. It's okay. I mean.
Oh, now producer Carl has no sound effect. Sure.
Yeah.
Some professional you are, committed to the cause.
Hey, can I buy these orthopedic shoes on Slag 3? Because she's just holding them up like she's proud. She's like, got them in the air. Hey.
Wait, are those aren't orthopedic shoes?
Or something. Or
I don't know. Oh, maybe they are.
They're gloves.
They're not gloves. She's selling a lot of weird stuff.
Well.
There's a lot of stuff being sold here. But the pickup is in Anderson. You driving Anderson?
No. No, not this weekend. No, sir.
Wow. You hear that, Anderson? Yeah. That is not cool. That is Matt Bear giving you the shade.
I'm not even taking the state-funded helicopter.
Oh, are we now putting an end to elected officials buying $90,000 vehicles on our dime? Is that happening? I heard Casey talking about that in the promo. I'm like, wow, something in government that both sides are going to agree on. Republicans and Democrats are going to start making babies together now.
Bipartisan issues. Woo!
And by the way, just for the record, Micah Beckwith and Diego Morales are, as we call him, F and Diego, fake news Diego, F and Diego. You're buying brand new SUVs so you can bring yourself around the state on our dime. Crappy thing to do, and you're crappy people for doing it. We all agree. I don't agree with the Democrats in Indiana on almost anything. On this, we agree. You're crappy people.
Now, as a taxpayer,
you deserve every bit of derision and heat that you get for it. Just the lowest crap in the world. Anyway, you could have a dog bowl for free.
Fantastic.
With a hair on it.
A hairy dog bowl.
I saw Harry Dog Bowl open up for Oingo Boingo in 1988.
Fantastic show.
Good show.
Have you seen it on Netflix? It's great.
Oh, absolutely. The documentary, unbelievable. Find everything we do for the marketplace over at WIBC.com. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Listen, real estate market is good. It's strong, but it is not easy. You need to be working with a professional. You need to be working with somebody who understands the market. That somebody is Mark Dietel Realty. You got to be marketing that home aggressively. And you could be worried, right? Costly repairs, upgrades are needed to sell your home. How do you make that happen? Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he'll buy it. No questions. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You cancel anytime you want. Neil in Indianapolis said, I had already moved and listed my old home with an agent friend for 60 days. Not happy. I decided to evaluate the Mark Dietel marketing plan, and I switched. To my relief, after about 15 days on the market, the Mark Dietel team sold my home as is for the price I needed. You want to call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. That's Mark Dietel. Call today, 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com. That is Matt Bear, M-A-T-T-B-A-I-R, Matt Bear in traffic.
Yeah, Tony, looking at the south side, eastbound 465 crash on the exit to I-65. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Northbound 65, stop and go. Keystone Avenue into the south split. Crash clear northeast side, westbound 465 after Allisonville Road, and northbound 465, stop and go from East 56th Street up to I-69. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now, a B Window receive up to 60% off, plus 24 months savings cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today. Because of B-Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 11 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Stay warm, stay safe. We're tracking that storm that is coming this weekend and how it's going to affect us going into next week. Be sure to keep it here at WIBC. Follow Matt in traffic on Twitter X and WIBC, 93 WIBC on the Twitter X for more details. The time is 7:46.
New Year's resolutions come and go. Big Ten wins, you earn those.
Norton in the corner, bingo!
Big Ten basketball means tougher defenses, louder buildings, and zero margin for error. Coach Darren DeVries has the Hoosiers ready for the work.
Our mindset has to be, regardless of shots falling, our defense has to keep us in the game.
Up next, IU versus Rutgers. Tonight at 6. No fluff, no filler. Hoosier basketball on 93 WIBC.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax-free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. How this is taxes.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax Free Edition. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, Student Loan Interest, and Schedule 1A.
Hey, what's going on? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel Show. And I'm not going to lie to you. I needed help. I got a bald spot in the back of my head, and it's embarrassing. I see it when I'm on television. I see it when I'm on the YouTube channel. So I decided to reach out for help. And my friends at We Grow Hair Indie decided to help me out here. These guys are the absolute best. I was a little leery about it. I could not have a procedure that, one, hurt, or two, left me looking like I'd been scalped. But after I talked with Darren and the entire team at We Grow Hair Indie, they told me their state-of-the-art technology, the progress made in hair growth, it's going to be okay. If I can do this, you guys can do this. Contact the team at We Grow Hair Indie, 317-522-2995. That's 522-2995. Get that free evaluation. It's free. You can also go online to WeGrowHairIndie.com. Contact them today and do this with me. WeGrowHairIndie.com.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
Step into the spotlight with Dancing with the Stars. Catch the live show at Old National Center Wednesday, February 25th. Reserve your seats and tickets today at WIBC.com.
Now, I knew the story, but I didn't put it together like this, that you have this moment going on in the White House where you just heard that the Second Lady, Usha Vance, announced that she's pregnant. And you know that the White House Press Secretary, Caroline Leavitt, is pregnant. And I did not know that Katie Miller, who is married to the Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, who everybody on the left despises, is pregnant. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. I'm sorry, am I the only person who finds that interesting? That there's a lot of conversation in America about we're not making children. People are not having children. Here are 3 very high-profile women in or connected to the administration now pregnant. I don't think someone said, hey, we have to go make babies to show America to make babies. I don't think that happened. I know someone's going to say that. That's going to happen. It's going to come up. But rather, this is the natural course of things. This is what happens in healthy relationships. Now, just before I get any emails, there are many healthy relationships where couples decide not to have children or can't have children. That's not my argument. I am saying that it's an interesting show to America because 2 things are happening. First, these are women who are embracing family, which I adore. And then for all the attacks on J.D. Vance, the vice president, on Stephen Miller, the deputy chief of staff, they're the ones making babies. I wonder if there is a message in that to young men that, you can have your beliefs and you can have strength and you can still have a family, and this is good, and this is a valuable course and worthy of your time and attention. We see a culture that has less and less dating, and part of the reason is the toxic femininity. Nope, not femininity, feminism. There it is. The toxic feminism that is out there that has been excoriating men and hating men, pushing men out of places where they would meet women or women would meet men, like colleges, because colleges don't care if they bring men into the fold. They don't. It's clear and obvious. The data shows it. The trends show it. And then you push nonsense degrees like gender studies, which further go about attacking men. And men retreat into the, I don't need to be bothered with this. Well, relationships are good. Family is good. Kids are good. They're fun. They're squishy. And they're big fat babies, and that is kind of awesome. Oh yeah, they turn into adults, and being a parent is not easy, and I'm never going to say that it's easy, because it's not. Man, is it good. And I think there's an interesting show here. I think there's an interesting display happening here. And I am curious if that resonates. If there's something that people see. Yes, Sean Duffy has a tremendous number of children. That is also true, chat room. I just wonder if there's something that people see. I like the visual. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
You're looking at northbound 65 on the south side. Stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. And on the south side, a crash on the exit ramp from eastbound 465 to I-65. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Looking at northbound 465 on the east side, slow before East 56th Street up to I-69. North side, eastbound 465, slow from Michigan Road over to Meridian 31. Watch those ramps and bridges today. They could be slick. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off. Plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today, because at B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
There's nothing like playing high school football under the Friday night lights. It's where we play for the love of the game.
To have fun with our friends, with the whole town supporting us.
To battle our greatest rivals with teammates we've grown up with. To huddle up and have each other's backs, no matter what. Because we believe in each other and want to succeed for our teammates even more than ourselves.
11 guys fighting together for every yard, every down, every touchdown to make our school proud.
There's something special about playing for our hometown that we'll never forget, that we'll miss when it's gone. when the stands are full and the lights are shining bright. The crowd can't get any louder.
And you know, it just doesn't get any better than this.
I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, celebrating the purity of high school sports by buying a ticket to your high school's next football game. This is for the love of the game. This is making your hometown proud. This is your IHSAA.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Indiana Foundation Service, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
What say we start that new year with a new car at Tom Roush Lincoln? Hurry in for the 8, 9, 10 deal. Get $8,000 off new Nautilus or $9,000 off new Corsair. Or how about $10,000 off Lincoln Aviator? The 8, 9, 10 deal right now at Tom Roush Lincoln. Come get a great deal on all three from Tom Roush, where our family served yours since 1972.
Corsair stock number L25566, MSRP 55340. Nautilus stock number L26030, MSRP 62705. Aviator stock number L25384, MSRP 79450. See dealer for complete offer details.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Nobody cares for you like family. Family Heating and Air.
We set out to be the very best of the best, and past couple years we've actually achieved that. For all of the state of Indiana, we've been awarded the Dealer of the Year award twice now. Unlike other brands, that only gets handed to one dealer every year, and we're very proud to have won that twice.
Put the best to work for you at FamilyHVAC.net. Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Jeff Saturday for Indiana Unclaimed.
Listen up. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Indiana Unclaimed might have found some of your money. And if you're like me, you had no idea. But I went and checked for my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Look, I found a Hall of Fame quarterback on that list and the foundation of a former punter. The state of Indiana is reuniting folks with $1 million per week. Your name may be on that list too. Go find it at IndianaUnclaimed.gov.
The Board of Peace.
93 WIBC.
Russia says it might join too.
We're going to have peace in the world, and boy, would that be great. What happens next?
Plans to meet with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky.
Properly governed and beautifully rebuilt. Happens here.
Chinese negotiations are more and more active.
Stay in the know.
Annexing land for data center development.
Thousands signed a petition opposing that plan.
While you're on the go.
Snow is supposed to fall all across Indiana soon.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, you'll hear about the upcoming winter weather and how it could pose challenges to your weekend, why one Hoosier politician is not sold on the recent behavior of the Indiana Economic Development Corporation, and a night to remember for the Notre Dame women's basketball team. Those stories and more after Fox News on 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, it's 8 o'clock.
From New Mexico to New England, I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Millions of Americans prepping for a blast of winter.
If the storm comes in as predicted, it will take time for roads to be cleared and passable.
Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger declared a state of emergency. Many other governors have done the same.
This is going to be a big, impactful event.
That's Ken Graham, director of the National Weather Service, who tells Fox some areas will get over a foot of snow.
It's not just the snow. In some places, it's the snow, and it'll be sleet and ice. We're going to have large areas of sleet, with making travel absolutely hazardous.
And thick ice could coat areas from Texas to the Carolinas. There's an anti-ice protest planned in Minnesota today, but not the weather kind. Angry over immigration enforcement raids, organizers are calling for people to skip work and school and not shop. The day after Vice President Vance went to Minneapolis.
Come out and protest me, protest our immigration policy, but do it peacefully. If you assault a law enforcement officer, The Trump administration and the Department of Justice is going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law.
There's another big demonstration today in Washington, the annual March for Life. Thousands will gather speaking out against abortion. The day after President Trump created the Board of Peace at the World Economic Forum that some U.S. allies refused to join, he went on Truth Social disinviting Canada.
Prime Minister Carney had said during his speech Tuesday at the World Economic Forum, the era of American dominance is no longer working for countries like his and others.
We are in the midst of a rupture, not a transition.
President Trump, in his speech on Wednesday,
Canada lives because of the United States. Remember that, Mark, the next time you make your statements.
Carney responds in a national address. Canada doesn't live because of the United States. Canada thrives because we are Canadian.
Fox's Chris Foster. Speaking of peace, in the attempt to stop the war in Ukraine, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff goes from Moscow, where he talked to Russia's leader after a Trump meeting with Ukraine's president. Witkoff goes to the United Arab Emirates, holding talks with officials from Ukraine and Russia in the same room. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
There's cold, and then there's this. A winter storm warning in effect. It is 9 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels like -5. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Frigid temperatures are another thing you'll want to pay attention to in Indiana. Jake McDaniel reports.
We're really concerned about that extended stretch of cold weather, and we're not really going to see much relief even during the daytime as we warm up slightly.
Speaking in a winter weather briefing Thursday, Greg Mello with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis is tracking wind chills for each day from this weekend through much of next week.
Those wind chills are quite cold across the area, either near zero or below zero.
Because of that, Mello urges you to limit your time outside and bundle up if you have to head out. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
There are school closings and delays for this morning. You can find those at WIBC.com. Driving safely in this upcoming winter weather rests heavily on the condition of your tires. State Police Sergeant John Perrine saying that tests have shown that snow tires can be very beneficial.
Snow tires often provide a little bit more traction for the slush and the snow and the ice than regular tires would.
He says it also helps to have an emergency kit in your vehicle with things like a blanket, flashlight, jumper cables, and some snacks in case you slide off somewhere or get stranded. The FBI now investigating the death of Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay, according to the Washington Post. They say the FBI is looking into a recovery doctor in California who's accused of prescribing painkillers and ketamine to Irsay before he died. The Post says this doctor was treating Irsay at the time of his death and signed his death certificate by declaring that Irsay died due to cardiac arrest caused by pneumonia and heart issues. State Representative Ed Delaney wants a full-scale legislative investigation into the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. He says a recent state commission audit revealed a culture of secrecy and structural gaps that may have allowed for the misappropriation of public money.
The report the governor had done showed the potential for fraud in many ways, as well as the potential for, let's call it, administrative chaos. I don't think we can just sit here and wait.
On Thursday, Delaney formally introduced a bill that seeks to establish what he calls a House Select Committee on Accountability. A bill that would have allowed online sales for the Hoosier Lottery died in the legislature. The bill was approved by an Indiana House committee January 8th, but was not called up for a vote by the full House because it did not have enough support from either Republicans or Democrats to move forward. Not long after appearing on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on NBC Thursday night, Indiana Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza announced on his social media pages that he's declaring for the NFL draft. Some NFL scouts believe he could be the #1 overall pick. And the Notre Dame women's basketball team picked up a conference win Thursday night. Lynn Clark reports.
The Irish snapped a 2-game losing streak with a come-from-behind 74-66 victory over Miami. With the win, Notre Dame improves to 13-6 overall and 5-3 in ACC play. Hannah Hidalgo led 4 Irish players in double-figure scoring with 27 as the Irish took a lead late in the fourth quarter after trailing by as many as 12 points in the game. Notre Dame is back in action this Sunday when they host Clemson. Len Clark, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. 8:05 with traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear.
Yeah, John, Southside crash, eastbound 465 at the I-65 ramps. No delay at the moment. Northbound 65 stop and go traffic on the south side after Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a construction zone. Southbound lanes are tight from Raymond down to Keystone. On the north side, westbound 465 slow from Ditch Road over to Michigan Road. Traffic sponsored by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Sure coming soon. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
Hey, good morning. It is going to be cold today. Temperatures will be likely into the single digits, lower teens all afternoon long. Wind chill values below 0. We'll see some sunshine, but it's going to be bitterly cold. Tonight will fall to 3. And on Saturday, we are tracking a big winter storm that is going to move in. Snow will begin late in the morning into the early afternoon on Saturday. It will continue and get a little bit of a lull, a little break late Saturday afternoon into the early evening, and then really pick back up Sunday morning. Heavy snow likely. We're talking about total accumulations 7 to 10 inches around central Indiana, a foot of snow possible in the southern part of the state, and it is going to be incredibly cold all weekend long. 13 Saturday, 16 for a high on Sunday, and the warmest temp we have in the next 7 days is 24 on Tuesday.
And then after that, it goes back down ridiculously.
It does. Yeah.
We are in the winter,
kid. Be here. I know.
Yeah, in it.
I know, it's going to be awful.
And what's even worse is we had to postpone Trump 1 year later. It was the right thing to do. It was the smart thing to do. The Hyatt was totally on board. Let me tell you, Hyatt Regency, incredible. Absolutely, they've been absolutely spectacular to us. So we are rescheduled for February 28th, and our sponsors, Premier Arms and PA Jewelers, Defiance Beef, and Chimney Solutions. You expect a call from me today, guys, over at Chimney Solutions of Indiana. Everyone's been so cool. It's so fantastic, and I think some people are going to be like, oh, now I can't make it that day, right? Timing happens, and we'll be able to help you out. You would have gotten an email telling you how to handle that. Some people will be like, oh, yeah, now I can make it. So it's going to be a spectacular, spectacular time on February 28th, and it's just, as Tara discussed, and as we discussed the other day, it was the fear of the snow would start earlier, and that's exactly what happened when you got the reports yesterday and these models, because this storm, as you were describing, is finally on shore. This whole thing has been out in the Pacific and is now in the Southwest.
Right. Yep. And it's going to impact, a huge part of the country, not only with the snow, but there's ice possible as well. Not only in Indiana with the snow, but all the way on the East Coast too. This is going to have huge travel implications.
What is the issue with that? Like, is there something some confluence of events that made the size of this storm just so massive? Because, the Northeast worries about everything and everybody focuses on them because media is based there. But I don't care if New York gets snowed in. I lived in D.C. I have seen people abandon their cars on 495 on the Beltway. Abandon their vehicles. I've watched it happen. But what is it about this storm that makes it so, not only such large scale, but to give it the power to be so large scale?
So we've got this incredible cold air mass up to the north of us, and it's just diving southward. And then you've got that colliding with the warmer air in the southern part of the country. And because of just how massive and how cold it is, you get those two clashes, and it's just creating this intense storm and producing all of that precipitation. Right now in the Twin Cities, it's 20 to 30 degrees below zero. That's the actual air temperature. And you factor in the wind, it's like 40 below in the Twin Cities in Green Bay. Twin Cities, Minneapolis,
but
and
they
Green
deserve
Bay. Can you tell them to take their cold air back then?
Oh, honestly, if I had the capacity to keep things in Minnesota, stuck in Minnesota, I would do it.
Okay.
But I don't have that kind of power. I don't.
I don't either.
No,
Yeah.
I should. Let's be perfectly clear.
Right.
But I don't.
Oh, that's all right.
So we've got air masses colliding. We've got cold air coming from the north. And we have Minnesota once again ruining everything.
Yeah. I mean.
No.
Yeah.
You said enough. You said enough. Stay warm, stay safe, and be sure to check in with what Wish TV is talking about with this weather all weekend long. And, of course, they'll be helping us here at WIBC.
Yes,
we'll have everything for you. Tara, thank you.
You bet.
There she goes. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist right there. Right now, we've got 10 degrees. Carl. Almost got through a whole thing. 10 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:12. So we are on Storm Watch. And rightfully so. I mean, maybe we're just, fortunate that this isn't happening during a rush hour, during the weekdays. But it still has the opportunity to be very dangerous stuff. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. And I just want everybody safe and secure. I want you checking on a neighbor. I want you not having any pipe issues. I only want for us to be like, this is just cold and deal with it the next week, which is really what we're talking about here. Some things you do for safety. We had to postpone the event. Trump 1 year later. You can still get tickets. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. I know a bunch of people have asked about VIP. I'll if you email me, Tony@TonyKatz.com, I'll see what I can do for you. Happy to do that. Some people have already reached out. I have links to send to you. Because that event's still going on. It's going to be great. But it's going to be a very cold week. It's going to disrupt a lot of things. Stay safe, stay warm, and we're going to have it all. It's going to affect a tremendous amount. And one of the things that we're going to see with this cold, and I can't even believe I'm saying it, but it's important that we're all rational about these things. You're going to have a tremendous amount of snow. You have the ability for ice as well. Give the people out there plowing the streets a break. Even in Indianapolis. Just saying. It's going to be very cold. It's going to be intense. The snow is going to be, as we have heard, powdery, not wet, which means it's going to blow all over the place. So that's going to affect visibility. It's also going to be like they plowed your street, and the next thing you know, it's back covered with snow because the snow's been blowing around. Everybody, take a breath. This is just some, I believe in the Latin, the proper vocabulary is crappy weather, and we just got to work through it. And when we get back to the work week on Monday, I don't think we're done. The cold temperatures are intense. We don't really have real warm-ups of any kind. I mean, we get to a high next week of 23. That's it. So we're still going to have the sub-freezing temperatures. Everybody has to take a breath and a beat. Whether it's Indianapolis or whether it's Hendricks County or whether it's anywhere else, let them have time to do their job, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. Everyone just be cool, honey bunny. That's all I ask. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, checking out the construction zone on the south side. This is I-65. Southbound 65 stall blocking that right lane between Raymond and Keystone. Takes us down to one lane. And we're backed up to Raymond Street. A crash. Eastbound 465 to I-65. Ramps are open. It is partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit B Window right now or go to bwindow.com today. Because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
10 stupid degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Hey, this is Lisa Stofan. Heard the Mark Patrick weight loss hypnosis hype? Well, I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, made me want to exercise, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. My energy level exploded. I went to another session to deal with some other problem foods, and I lost another 10 pounds. In fact, I brought my husband, and he lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved. My friend lost 20 pounds her first 2 months.
What are you waiting for? Lose the weight or stop smoking with Hypnosis, guaranteed only $59.99. Hypnosis designed to destroy unwanted cravings, late-night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Hypnosis Thursday, January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss hypnosis 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking hypnosis 8 p.m. And Saturday, January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss hypnosis 11 a.m. Stop smoking hypnosis 2 p.m. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Hey, what's up? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel Show. And if the new year has you ready for a fresh start, but the clutter from the last year is still around, Rubbish Works can help. January is the perfect time to clear things out. Old furniture, junk piles, garage cleanouts, even construction debris. Rubbish Works will take care of it and do the heavy lifting. You just point, they pick it up. Use the promo code HAMMER to get $25 off. Book at rubbishworks.com or call 317-207-2749.
Selling the house the non-traditional way to a company like Simple Quarters takes so much stress and relief off of you. You can put that time back in your family and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. So my father-in-law, his health was declining. We needed to move him to put in assisted living, and we needed to get the home out of his name. Initially, my wife just wanted to let the property be taken over by the state. She was stressed just due to the condition of her dad, moving him back to Indianapolis. And I told her, look, we can sell the home, use those funds to care for him over the next few years. I really didn't want to hassle with putting it on the market, listing it, answering questions, fixing stuff. I reached out to Simple Quarters. The process was just super easy through Simple Quarters. Everything they said they did. There was no pressure involved whatsoever. The pricing I got for the house was very fair, and it was a relief knowing we didn't have the financial responsibility and we could just put all our time and energy into taking care of our father-in-law.
Call Simple Quarters 317-687-HOME. 317-687-HOME.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
If the new year means it's time for new flooring in your home, Brothers Floor Covering is ready to help. Brand new carpet, hardwoods, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank in stock now. Plus, Brothers Floor Covering can get you new flooring installed in as little as 2 weeks. Visit Brothers Floor Covering today at their new location, 8550 North Michigan Road. Discover why buying local means getting more, not paying more. Get the flooring of your dreams installed now. Go to brothers-floorcovering.com. That's brothers-floorcovering.com.
people, did you mention that you were spying on seeking records so you could find out about when conversations occurred between the U.S. Speaker of the House and the president? Did you inform the judge, or did you hold that back?
My office didn't spy on anyone.
Wait a second. The question I asked you, Mr. Smith, was pretty straightforward. Did you withhold that information from an Article III judge in the process of taking the records of the Speaker of the House?
We complied with Department.
Did you hold back
Mr. Chairman,
that
would you please instruct the gentleman to allow the witness to answer the questions?
It's not your time. I'd like my time back.
Mr. Chairman, you have
please.
repeatedly done that in the past. The witness has the right to answer the question.
And there'll be due time to answer the question. Would you please put my time back and let me finish that?
That's Jamie Raskin interrupting Darrell Issa in the questioning of Jack Smith, who absolutely withheld evidence from judges, names from judges, so he could spy on members of Congress. It did not go well for Jack Smith yesterday. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. This, of course, looking into impropriety regarding President Trump. And did he cause an insurrection on January 6th and all the rest? Jack Smith did not share that he was looking into phone records of the Speaker of the House at the time, Kevin McCarthy. He was purposeful in going about trying to find a crime, not engaging in prosecution of a crime. And he did not care who he had to take out in his way, who he had to move aside, who he had to rely on, including the discredited testimony of Cassidy Hutchinson.
She was their star witness, January 6th committee, their star witness in one of those staged and choreographed hearings they paid the former president of ABC News to put together. She was, in fact, the only witness at this special prime time hearing Tuesday, June 28th, 2022, 8 o'clock in the evening, and she told some stories. I mean, these were some stories. She talked about President lunged across the back seat, grabbed the steering wheel, tried to drive the car to the Capitol. And I just want to know, you think she was lying?
Chairman Jordan, my assessment of that particular issue is that with respect to the testimony about the president lunging towards the driver, my recollection of her testimony about that is that it was secondhand. She said she'd heard that from somebody.
You remember Cassidy Hutchinson? She was an aide to then the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows. She claims that after the speech on January 6th, Trump wanted to go up to the Capitol, and they said, no, sir, we got to get you back in the White House. And Cassidy Hutchinson said he lunged at the driver and tried to grab the wheel and turn the limo. That's just nutty. And that's the point that Representative Jim Jordan makes here.
Familiar with the name Tony Ornato?
I'm sorry.
You familiar with the name Tony Ornato?
Yes.
White House Deputy Chief of Operations, Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations, right? You remember what he said about it?
As I sit here right now, I do not.
Yeah, he said it didn't happen. How about Bobby Engel? You familiar with that name?
Yes, I am.
Secret Service agent who was actually in the car that day. You know what he said? He said it didn't happen. And they both said the first time they ever heard this story was when Ms. Hutchinson testified in the primetime hearing as their star witness of the January 6th committee. By the way, did you ever confirm her testimony about this particular incident?
We conducted, as I said before, our own independent investigation of all aspects of the case that we thought was relevant. We, attorneys from my office.
Did you ever confirm it? That's a simple question.
Well, we interviewed her, I should say, attorneys in my office before.
Did you ever confirm the president leaping across the seat, grabbing the steering wheel, this whole concoction she brought up in the January 6th hearing? Did you ever confirm that?
Right. We interviewed another firsthand witness who was in the car who did not confirm that had happened, but also
in your deposition to the committee last month, Mr. Smith, you said this: my recollection with Ms. Hutchinson was a number of the things that she gave evidence on were secondhand hearsay. You remember making that statement to us last month in the deposition?
And then still wanted to bring her forward as a potential witness. Two people saying it never happened. It was considered hearsay, and he still wanted to bring her. You think this was serious? Or do you think this was made for TV? And why do you think the left keeps interrupting, whether it's Jim Jordan or Darrell Issa or Representative Brandon Gill, who is excellent at what he does? Because they don't want anybody actually seeing that their whole facade and charade on January 6th is exactly that. It was made for TV with no rebuttal. It was absolutely to set a narrative and not engage in facts. They have had great success in it, and we just have to keep chipping away at the fraud. It was a riot, and I don't mind that people went to jail, but it was not an insurrection. And if you want to think that was worse than September 11th, you're just out of your heads. And most importantly, the left lied to move their story. I'm not going to look upon them as some kind of heroes or freedom fighters. Matt Baer has traffic. What's going on, Matt?
Southbound 65 on the south side, a stalled vehicle before South Keystone Avenue in the right lane is blocked, taking us down to one lane, jams us up past Raymond Street. Looking at eastbound 465, still on the south side now. There's a crash on the exit. 2 I-65 ramps are open, partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off. Plus 24 months same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today. Because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Oh, party people, get the bread ready, get the milk ready. We got some weather on the way. Hammer and Nigel show. We've got you covered. The party starts at 3.
Hey, if you're looking to sell or buy, now is the time. Call real estate expert Mark Dietl. Troy in Connorsville admits he was a real estate challenge. Wanted to sell his home over market value and buy a home near his favorite hunting area with land and no HOA close to town. Mark Dietl and his team did it all. They found the perfect new home at a great price and sold the current home in 10 days for $10,000 over list.
And it's the guarantee that separates Mark Dietl from the competition. Mark Dietl guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dietl. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdietl.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietl.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off plus 24 months same as cash with 0% interest.
Because at B Window,
we mean business. We mean business.
Hi, it's T. Brian Hayes here from the Retirement Money Matters Show. Well, it's time for our question and answer show for January, and we have many great questions to answer this month. We have one about how to save properly for retirement, another about a complicated estate planning case, and one about how to report a QCD. Find out the answer to these questions and many more on the Retirement Money Matters Show, which airs this Saturday morning at 6 a.m. right here on WIBC.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. 2026 marks our 99th year in business, and we are going to make it the best year yet, and we're starting out with a bang. Now through Monday, we guarantee you the lowest price on every sectional, recliner, mattress, sofas, and more, including Lazy Boy and Tempur-Pedic, plus free delivery, interest-free financing, and cash discounts. Hurry, sale ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Furnace on the fritz? Call Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Get an honest assessment on your current furnace or a great deal on a new one. Howald Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing, where coming home never felt so good.
Hey, it's Casey from the Kendall and Casey Show, and a bill to weed out high-end vehicle purchases by our government has approved the Government Reform Committee. It passed unanimously. Join us Friday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
There's more than one layer to this. Starting to see some sunshine, but it's 9 degrees in downtown Indy, and it feels like -4. I'm John Herrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Much of the state supposed to get heavy snow soon.
Yeah, we've got some impactful snow expected to arrive on Saturday and last through Sunday.
Casey Fuson at the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says places south of the I-70 corridor could get anywhere between 6 to 10 inches of snow between Saturday and Sunday. Dozens of schools across Indiana are either closed or on delays this morning because of the frigid temperatures. You can find those at WIBC.com. As for how this upcoming storm is affecting the rest of the country, here's Fox meteorologist Adam Klotz.
You're looking at areas, in some cases, maybe an inch of ice, but even a quarter inch of ice. That's going to be enough to take down power lines Dallas over to Little Rock, getting up towards Nashville, and then getting right along the Mid-Atlantic. Those are the areas where the ice is going to be heaviest. We expect widespread power outages because of this. Now, it's just north of where that ice is. That is where we start to talk about snowfall. We're talking 8 to 12 inches. That's including places like Oklahoma, Louisville, southern Indiana. You could see some of this heavy snow.
Virginia, Arkansas, Georgia, and the Carolinas have declared states of emergency, while Texas has issued a disaster declaration. Airlines have already begun to cancel flights. AAA says the best thing to prepare your car for this rough weather is to check your battery. Cold weather can make it harder for your battery to start your car. They're also reminding you to check your oil, tail lights, headlights, wiper fluid, tire pressure, and tire tread before the storm. A former Lake County Commission corrections employee in northern Indiana is facing criminal charges because state police say she was sexually involved with an inmate and was possibly pregnant with the inmate's child. State police say Andrea Rebels resigned from her position in September of last year, and the inmate admitted to having a sexual relationship with Rebels on more than one occasion in interviews with state police. NASA paying tribute to the astronauts who died in the pursuit of space exploration. At a ceremony on Thursday, Kennedy Space Center Deputy Director Kelvin Manning remembered the fallen crews of Apollo 1 and the shuttles Challenger and Columbia.
We honor the lives not only with remembrance, but with resolve. Let us continue to carry forward their spirit. May we continue to explore with care and curiosity. May we teach the next generation their names.
Wreaths were laid at the graves of Apollo 1 crew members at Arlington National Cemetery as part of NASA's annual Day of Remembrance. Someone in Indiana just won $50,000. Jake McDaniel reports.
During Wednesday night's double play drawing, a very lucky Hoosier bought the winning ticket at the Quick Stop on South 13th Street in Decatur. That ticket matched 4 out of 5 winning numbers, which were 16, 20, 28, 36, and 52. Plus the Powerball of 12. You can catch your numbers on the Hoosier Lottery app, and the winner needs to contact customer service to claim their prize. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And sports on WIBC, brought to you by Ball State Athletics. Visit ballstatesports.com. Indiana Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza announcing today that he is declaring for the NFL draft. He was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Thursday night on NBC. Fallon asked him what it was like to win the college football national championship over Miami on Monday.
Well, we finally got our coach ignited to smile. So that was the biggest accomplishment.
Mendoza also broke records by throwing footballs at them. When Fallon threw those records in the air, he broke 8 records in 30 seconds. As for the Indiana Hoosier men's basketball team, they're back in action tonight to face the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Indiana's lost 4 games in a row. Tip-off at 6 with pregame coverage starting at 5 right here on 93 WIBC. The Indiana Pacers have lost 3 games in a row, and they play the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder this evening. Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle says they need to always act with pride.
There's no moral victories in this, but we need to keep competing and executing no matter what.
no matter what the score is, whether we're ahead or behind. And so that's the deal.
Tip-off tonight at 8 o'clock in Oklahoma City on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. I'm John Herrick on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com. 8:35 with traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear.
Yeah, John, looking at southbound 65, a stalled vehicle between Raymond and Keystone in the construction zone. The right lane is blocked, and traffic is jammed on past Raymond. A delay of 3 minutes. Please be careful moving through that. Northbound 65, stop and go Raymond into the south, split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today, because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
10 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. I apologize. 9 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Good. It is ugly. The time right now is 8:36.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Call today or go to bwindow.com and receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash, with 0% interest.
Because at B-Window,
we mean business.
We mean business.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at boerremodeling.com.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Oh my goodness gracious. We've got Dow futures down 204 is what we have right now. And then we have the NASDAQ futures, which are down 77. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Oil prices back up $60.49 a barrel. On the Brent crude coming out of the ground, out of the oceans. I'm sorry, the West Texas crude coming out of the ground is $60.49. The Brent crude coming out of the oceans, $65.25 a barrel. The 10-year Treasury, 4.237. And gold prices at $4,928 an ounce. And silver today hit $99.79 an ounce. It's going to crack 100. It's going to crack 100. Now, does that immediately, create a pullback? All right, 100, cash out. The number is astronomical. It's insane. And this goes to two stories. Wall Street Journal, Trump's economy and voters are unhappy with it, according to a Wall Street Journal poll, but still happier than Biden. They still feel that Trump has a better handle on the economy. And there's a bunch of data that'll go the other way. There's a bunch of data where it'll show you that things are moving and trending in the right direction, including the GDP. The GDP? What was it? 4.4%? GDP was 4.4 in quarter three, 2025. That number's insane. That number is insane. It's not big. It's huge. It is meteoric growth for a nation our size and our capacity. And the thought is fourth quarter is going to be bigger and first quarter of 2026 is going to be bigger. And all of that helps Trump in a midterm, unless, of course, you can't afford a steak and you can't afford to take your family out to dinner. And the administration better get understanding and right with me on this. I'm right. Steve Bannon's wrong. We're right. And the messaging is wrong if you tell us that everything's fine. It's not fine. You know what has to happen? Gas prices have to keep going down. I have to be able to afford a steak and put it on my grill. I have to be able to afford to take my family out to dinner. Those three things have to happen. If those three things don't happen, you ain't winning a midterm. So don't tell me everything's fine, everything's great, everything's rosy. No. You worry about Midwest Main Street and how they're doing. Answer those three questions to the positive, you've got yourself a ball game. But this inflation conversation, which now we get to the PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, which is what the Fed likes to look at. For inflation, it was 2.8. That's higher than the 2.7 that others are touting, which is to say the inflation's still here. And what proves that? I don't know. Silver at $99.79 an ounce. My God, we could have today silver 100 and gold 5,000. I saw someone in the chat. Oh, was that you, Kat? I'm now looking at those vintage silver pieces. Yeah, you are. Listen, I don't think you should sell every piece of jewelry you have. I don't think that that's a good idea. And understand that the price that you're seeing, when you go to sell it, you're not necessarily going to get spot price. You might get spot less 10%, or they might see spot less 15 or 20, depending on where you go, because that is their hedge against where this pricing is. So you still have to make a decision there. But the jewelry is great and beautiful. The opportunity is what the jewelry has, right? It's either the history or the opportunity to create new history. And I think that's the way you should look at it. I think that's really the vision. And I say this as somebody, we've been through this. Now, I sold my silver at 51. And I said, my God, that's pretty good. I could have said to myself, yeah, the inflation's still here. I didn't predict this hedge, which is why I always discuss, don't take financial advice from me. I'm only sharing with you what's going on and what I think it means. 99. It's crazed. It is crazy. But yeah, think of the jewelry that way. There are some things that are the things you want to hand down and pass down and have a story and you want to share. And then there are the things where you just did something with the money for a while and now you're going to do something else with it. It's okay. You're going to create a new memory and a new story. You might just pay off a bill. Okay. You will create less stress for yourself. That's good too. Whether you sell or not, that's up to you completely. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Hammer and Nigel.
Donald Trump has signed an executive order to bring back mental institutions and insane asylums. Hammer MAGA. Make asylums great again!
What Central State did back in the day was unacceptable. But if you can have these places where people actually get help, I'm all right with that.
But you got to do it right. You got to treat these people with dignity and respect.
Hammer and Nigel, weekdays 3 till 7 on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling will pay you cash for your scrap metal. Race demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling may seem familiar to you, and that's because they are. They're trusted local family-owned businesses going back 3 generations in Indy with their familiar orange logo and a name you know. But you may not know they'll pay you cash for your scrap metal. Cash is king. Your scrap aluminum, steel, copper, and brass will get you cash from Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Just drop it off and you'll put cash in your pocket. Raise Demolition and Farnsworth Metal Recycling. Local names you can trust with 2 locations.
Farnsworth Metal Recycling, a familiar face in Indy.
Get cash for your scrap. Get started at farnsworthmetals.com.
Traffic and Matt Bear in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
All right, Tony Stahl into construction, south side, southbound 65 before Keystone Avenue, closing off the right lane, allowing for only 1 lane of travel. This is traffic backed up to Raymond Street right now. Also, northbound 65, the same construction zone, slow from Raymond Street into the south split. Traffic sponsored by B Window. Right now at B Window, receive up to 60% off plus 24 months, same as cash, with 0% interest. Call or visit bwindow.com today, because of B Window, they mean business. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 9 degrees, which feels like 3 below in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments
Leave all of
Coalition.
the 2025 dirt behind and start the new year with Zero Res. Carpets, tile, rugs, upholstery, and hard surfaces, your whole home can be Zero Resified, including your air ducts. With a 4.9 Google rating and over 5,100 reviews, Zero Res is the trusted choice. So start the new year with 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $119, plus a free hallway, and take 15% off regularly priced services when you mention the WIBC special. 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Don't miss Heart live at Fisher's Event Center Saturday, March 15th. Experience an unforgettable night of legendary hits. Get your tickets now at WIBC.com.
Could this be more generic? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has selected a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. Of course, I'm allowed to utilize the chat room, right? They can help, or I can phone a friend. If Casey's in, maybe she knows what the heck this is. I am at a loss. I'm getting very Saved by the Bell vibes. Like it is. I didn't say it was Saved by the Bell. Shut your filthy mouth, Carl.
Hey, Tony. Casey said she wants to try.
Casey wants to try?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. Casey from Kendall and Casey. Heard from 9 to noon. I hear you sometimes dance to the theme song, Casey. Is Casey not coming on?
I have no idea what it is, Tony. I have no idea. My guess is I don't know.
Do you often guess it right? Like,
no, I never
how
guess
is your
it right.
tracking?
I think I knew Major Dad when you had that.
Okay.
This one, I feel. Do you hear that little ding, ding, ding? That makes me. It feels like a Bewitched or some sort of. Is it Sabrina, the Teenage Witch?
Oh! Casey Daniels! Woo! What is happening right there?
Yeah!
With the poll.
Look at that. What do I win?
Well, that's just it. According to the rules, you are not allowed to guess, so you win nothing.
Oh. A Coke and a smile. Maybe a pat on the back. A congratulations.
Well, no, there's no inappropriate touching allowed.
Oh, right.
At the Urban One Studios.
We did just get the email that you have to go through the annual sexual harassment training.
Maybe you got that email. I'm good.
You're good? Okay. You're good. Wow. I feel like $1 million now.
You should. Like, isn't it great? Isn't it great when you know things?
I really feel good about myself. It's a good way to
Casey
start
did the whole there was the whole deduction. Like, I hear that little bit in the beginning. And it reminds me of witchcraft, of magic.
Mm-hmm. And then it came to me. You could actually see that, if you were watching on the YouTube, you could see it like a cloud above my head. I was working it out.
Oh, like a thought bubble? Like you were working hard and the gears were grinding?
Yes.
So as we get ready for this storm that's coming, Casey Daniels, Kendall and Casey, 9 to noon, how do you prepare? Are you a Jason Hammer, buy all the bread and milk and eggs? Or are you like, whatever, let it come. I can handle it. I can just eat tree bark.
Well, I lived through 25 years of lake effect snow in northern Indiana, so this doesn't scare me at all. However, I did task the dude with going to the grocery store to get all sorts of baking products, like the flour and the sugar and the brown sugar, because if we're going to be sitting around the house, I'm going to be baking some cookies.
Right, which is key.
Yeah.
Cookies are fundamental and healthy, by the way.
And
when Casey Daniels makes cookies, everything is made with organic materials and low fat.
That's right. I feel like what the goal here is to load up on food at the beginning of the weekend and just, burn off those calories throughout the weekend. And that's how you're supposed to do it.
Burn off the calories. Wait, you know what? I'm not going to ask.
Use your imagination. It would
No, this is a family show.
It would be a great opportunity for you to do some of your, ribeye and some of your baking.
You want me to grill in these temperatures?
Yeah, why not?
Well, first of all, that's why God made cast iron.
Right. You could do it inside. Do it in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be.
I can see you
I will
doing
not
that.
be grilling in this, but there will be some food.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to be home. We had to postpone the event because of this
I saw
weather.
I saw that. It's okay. Safety first.
Safety first, which is exactly where we're at. That's Casey Daniels, by the way. She'll be on in just a few minutes to talk to you about her routine for how she loses weight during a snowstorm.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. And she got it right. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. Goodness gracious. Casey with the jump in right there. And she used deduction. It was very impressive. Mm-hmm. Very, very impressive. Yeah. Tony Katz today coming up at noon. We have an armada heading to the Middle East. Exactly what is next for Iran. And Canada has been excluded from the Board of Peace. Spain won't even think about being on the Board of Peace. I guess we'll all just have to figure out how to be just totally fine with it. The Canada story is real. Carney is going in a direction, and I got to tell you, I get it. There's an extent to which I respect it, but I don't think he's ready for what comes next. And my advice for President Trump, that happens at noon. Tune in then, and I'll be there. We'll talk more about this weather and everything else. Kendall and Casey up next. Matt Bear is in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's up? Be safe, everyone.
All right, look at